Hello, everyone. I'm Allison Roberts, VP of Marketing here at Quiari with our founder and CEO, Bob Arena. And we're super excited to be coming to you live from the corporate offices today, and lots of exciting news to share.
As always, things are buzzing at the Q.
So busy.
As you know, we have the top momentum rank for any company as young as we are. We almost have the top momentum rank of any company in the whole industry. I want you to think about this. Only 6 months old, 6 months old, everything going on, and we are just smashing records all over the place. There are a lot of reasons for it. One of the big reasons is all the excitement that you're spreading in the field. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. With that being said, whoop, whoop, we got it going. We're running hot. Whoop, whoop. Listen, let me hear whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, good. So
Yeah,
you
go
about
ahead and
ready?
get started.
All right, here we go. I wanted to do a special training. Yeah, some of you are laughing at me. Okay, whoop, whoop. Laugh some more. Okay, now, duplication. Next slide, please. Let's talk about this. It's so powerful, so important. Just in case, whoop, whoop. Okay, next slide. I had to put a whoop, whoop slide in there. Because I get people text bombing me all over the world, right? I'm like, who is it? Whoop, whoop. What are you doing up to? Whoop, whoop. Great picture. Whoop, whoop. I got to check. Whoop, whoop. So it's fun. Now listen, 28 years in this business. One of the things that some of you may not know about me is for many, many, many years, I was a top earner in the field building the network and not being the CEO of a company. And this one rule that I'm going to tell you right here is critically important for you to understand. And it is this. It is not what works for you, but it's what can be duplicated by everyone. Let me say that again. It is not what works for you as a person. It's what can be duplicated by everyone. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Throughout the world, there's all kinds of super sales people in the world. They have the gift of gab. They can get it done. They can proverbially sell ice to Eskimos, right? But they are using their individual skill set in order to get that done. Most people in the world do not have that same skill set. So how can that person build a network? We're not selling here. We're building a network which comprises of a bunch of people selling a little bit. So if one person is an expert salesperson, but the next person is not an expert salesperson, how do you expect the network in your network to be able to grow? And the simple answer is it will not. Now, keep in mind what we're doing in this industry. All throughout Quiari, all throughout the MLM world, there are people with different skill sets. You got some that are very skilled in selling. Some have no selling experience. You have some that have different backgrounds in education. You have some that have different levels within MLM, levels of experience. So what you need to understand is this. If I hopped on a plane and went over to, let's just say, India, would a person on level 2000 in the business be building the business the same as the person on level 1 or the person on level 10? The answer should most definitely be yes. So I want you to burn this thought into your brain. Number one rule, it's not what works for you, it's what can be duplicated by everybody. Now, let me give you a real life example. If I told you right this second, I will give you $1 million in this hand, or I'll give you a penny a day and let it double for 30 days, which sum would you choose? What would your answer be? I know 99% of you would be like, Bob, give me the mill, give me the mill, give me the mill, give me the mill. And the reason why is this, is because you do not understand duplication. If you take 1 penny and double it every day for only 30 days, it comes out to $10.7 million. $10.7 million. I know some of you are like, scratching your head. Bob, I don't believe you. No, you better believe me. Get out a calculator. Start with 1, 2, 4. Keep it going. You can even Google it if you want. Everybody's got it done chart by chart. So I want you, as you're building your network, to remember the penny story. It's critically important. So the million is cool. 10.7 million is a lot better. I'm gonna give you another real life example. Think about this. How did McDonald's, who's the #1 franchise in the world, with annual revenue of 26 billion, not million, billion dollars a year, how did they become #1? When they are a fast food restaurant. I'm sure each of you right here, I don't care whether you're in India, whether you're in Romania, whether you're in Peru, whether you're in the United States, I'll bet you that you can think of 30 restaurants alone in your city right now whose food is, quote, higher quality than McDonald's. So how did McDonald's become #1 in the world? Not just the United States, not just anywhere, global domination. How did they become #1 in the world from selling a product when other restaurants sell a higher quality product? How did that happen? And the answer is because their method of duplication. Their method of duplication. If you go into any franchise in the world, McDonald's, you walk in, your food chutes are right in front of you. Your drive-throughs are to the left of you. The French fries, where they get the French fries, where they put it in the grease, to the left of you. The ice cream dispenser to the right. Now, it's been a while since I've been in McDonald's, but every single one, not to say that I haven't gone drive-through with the kids on occasion, rarely, but the drive-through, everything is set up the same. How is it? See, what McDonald's has perfected is this. Everything is set up the same. The individual people that buy the franchise, McDonald's, they don't have to make a ton of decisions. It's a push button operation. That's why the majority of people that own a McDonald's franchise hire a lot of younger talent that don't have to make a lot of decisions. They simply push the button. They don't have to decide what temperature the grease is on. They don't have to decide how much ketchup to put on a hamburger. Those decisions have already been made. So they are just plugging people into their system. You, as building a network, have to keep that same mindset on when you're building and duplicating your business. I'm going to prove it to you how simple this can be. I want everybody to think about this. Does each of you know at least two people that want to improve their health and earn extra income? Yes or no? I've asked that question a lot lately over the past couple of weeks to people, and the answer is, heck yeah, who doesn't know at least two people? Everybody knows at least two people, right? Everybody would agree with me. Check this out. Here's the power of two. Just like that penny duplicating, look at your business, how your business can duplicate. If you started in month 1 and all you did is sponsor one person your first month, that means that you would have, or even let's just say 2 people, you'd have 2 new people within your organization, right? So hours worked, 30. Now keep in mind, so if you have 3 people, everybody's just working 10 hours a week on their part-time business. So you'd wind up with a total of 2 members and 30 hours worked. I want you to pay attention to something though. I want you to pay attention to the number of members, and I want you to pay attention to the hours worked. So now you're getting paid on 30 hours extra as opposed to just your own efforts. Because most people at your jobs right now, you get paid on your efforts of 40 hours. But check this out. Even if you never slept ever in your life, which you know is impossible, but I just want to prove a point to you, your maximum earning capacity is 168 hours in a week. So if you multiply 24 times 7, that comes out to 168. So as if you were relying upon just your own efforts for your own income, you got problems. You have no leverage. So just follow these numbers. Month 1, 2 members, 30 hours work. Month 2, total of 4 members, 60 hours work. Month 3, now you're up to 120 hours extra. So let me ask you a question. Would you rather get paid on 120 hours worth of work or only 40? Let's move it up to month 6. Now you have 64 members on your team, 960 extra hours work. An extra 1,000 hours of work, that can contribute to your income. I want you to think about that for a second. Let's move it on. Month 9, 512 team members, an extra 7,500 more than that hours. I'm going to ask you again. Would you rather get paid off of 1 or on 512? Would you rather get paid off of 40 or over 7,500? And then after 1 year, total members, when I mean members, customers, promoters, you're earning off of 4,000 people, over 4,000 people, an extra 61,000 people. So I want to know from you is this. So who has a better business model? Those of us that understand duplication or those people that don't get it? The numbers don't lie. One of the main reasons why our industry is so powerful is because of math. That's why. But in order to get these numbers moving, you have to understand a premise, and it's duplication. The way that you'll get your business to grow is through duplication. That's how you do it. So my question to you is this: would you like a team that looks like this, or would you like a team that looks like just one person? Which do you prefer? What makes better math sense? What makes better financial sense? Here's how you do it. So the question is, how do you get duplication in your business? You ready? Here's how you do it. Each of you should go in your Quiari back office and download the Getting Started Guide. It takes you through the simple steps that you need to do. There's 4 very simple steps. Number 1 is invite. Number 2 is present. You don't even need to know how to present. All you have to do is show people where the presentations are going on. We do them multiple times a day and throughout the week, and I'll let Allie address that in a second. Many of you attend big group meetings, so there's presentations going on there. So you don't have to be the one to deliver the message. You just have to be the messenger to tell them where the message is occurring. So everybody can do that. Anybody can invite. Anybody can direct people to a presentation. It's pretty simple. The next step is got to do a 3-way call and follow up. And all you have to do in order to know how to do that is, for the most part, dial a phone number and let your upline, but you can read all about it in there, help them answer questions. And then last, which is I talk about a lot, which is getting plugged in. That's effort. Comment on social media, and we'll talk about that in a second. But there's 4 simple steps. I want you to think about this. If I was baking a cake and I had 4 ingredients, and I took out one of the ingredients, would the cake taste the same? The answer is no. If I was playing baseball and I had to go to first base, second base, third base, home, and I skipped step 3, which would be third base, which is the 3-way call. If I skip that step, would I ever make it to home plate? The answer is no. So my message to you is this. If you have not smashed it out of the park yet in your MLM career, if your check doesn't have all the commas and zeros that you could ever want in it, I promise you the reason why is this. It's because you are not following the steps in the Getting Started Guide. Now, it goes without saying that everybody has to work hard. Everybody knows that. Lazy people never make it in this business, but here's a clue. Lazy people never make it in any business. So we don't have to sit here and talk about, I don't try to motivate lazy people. It's a waste of time. But the world is filled with people that are not lazy, that they're hungry. They want to go places they've never gone, do things they've never done, help people they've never helped. They want to be better than what they are. They want to be paid their worth. They want to bring hope to other people. If that is describing you, but you have not hit it out of the park yet, your answer lies within that guide. I could diagnose anybody's business for them in 30 seconds. I can tell you why in 30 seconds or less, why your check is small or why your check is big. If you are a leader in this business or you want to become a leader, the one thing you need to pay attention to is this. How many people within your organization are following the system, are following the teachings in the Getting Started Guide? So if you have not printed, and here's the best thing of all, I'm not one of these CEOs that believes in charging people for training. I don't believe in that, not at all. I want to give you this knowledge for free. It is what I have learned over the 28 years of doing this. And I'll explain to you what happened to me. My first month when I got started 20 years ago, I was a distributor. Man, $1,000 extra income. I'm like, whoop, 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 whoop. Doing great, right? I thought month 2, and back then they mailed us our checks, right? Along with our genealogy showing the new people in for the week. So I thought, man, oh man, oh man. Month number 2, I'm gonna hit it out of the park. When the mail came, my envelope was smaller. It wasn't as thick. And I'm like, it's thin. I'm like thinking that there's got to be 2 or 3 extras of these in the mailbox. There wasn't. My check dropped. And the reason why is this. I convinced everybody to buy the product, right? I did things that the average person could not do to sell the product. So then I said, I got it. They can't do what I did. So that's when we started putting systems together within the team to duplication, right? It took me less than 30 days for my check to double. And then it just kept going because the system was built on duplication. And that is so critical. And that's why I want you to understand how important that is. So if it's not in the Getting Started Guide, it's perfect because it helps you sell to both customers and what to do to build a network, because it's both. A network comprises of both customers and promoters. So this system will help you build both, which is critically important. So speaking of important, let's talk about social media. Allie?
Sure. So I think everybody will agree that it is all about fun.
Stop.
Woo-woo.
There we go.
Woo-woo. It's all about fun.
There we
So
go.
let Quiari lead the way. And this is you guys. You're all like, yeah, you're behind us. So how do we become number 4? Honestly, it is amazing to me, but I'm after number 1 and we need your help. So the things they look at is our social media following. Are we on Instagram commenting and sharing our stories and our photos? Are we on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, all of those platforms? That is where we're going to be able to spread the whole Quiari Cares message worldwide. So make sure that you are following us daily, you're commenting, you're sharing, and you're sharing your stories. And we want to hear it at Testimonials.
Let me just say this too. Here's the great thing. You don't have to have any special skill set to post up on Facebook. Yep. You don't have to have any special skill set to post on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter. Yep. You don't. You just have to have the mindset. You have to understand, okay, just how powerful would my business be if after a year, just on my team alone, I had 4,000 people posting up, we would explode social media. We're doing great now. We've been as high as we go between number 3 and number 4 throughout the whole industry, which is great. I'm not interested in number 4. I'm not interested in number 3. I'm not interested in number 2. Number 2 means somebody's better than you are at this. Number 3 means 2 people are better than you. 2 companies are better. I don't relate well to that because I know what needs to be done in order to become number 1. And I also know when we become number 1, when we become a multi-billion-dollar company, and that's where we're going, folks, listen very carefully, multi-billion, the only question I have for you is this, how much of that do you want? How much of it do you want? So big thing that each of you can do to contribute daily is to spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day. You know dang well you go to Facebook anyway. You're posting up dog pictures. You're posting up whatever. Make it count for you. Help your wallet, help the company, help explode it. 9 o'clock every day, right? 9 Eastern,
Yeah.
Every single day. We post up on Facebook. Today, we did. Yesterday, we did.
Right.
7 days a week. It doesn't matter. Weekends, holidays, it doesn't matter. That post is going up at 9 o'clock. So I'm going to look, as I always do, and I speak to leadership about it. I'm going to see how much you understand from what I'm talking about here on social media, what we're talking about. These numbers should go through the roof because we need you to get duplication. Most importantly, you need to get duplication so that you can have the kind of life that you want. Here's the great thing about this business. It's a blank check. You decide how much you want your check to be. I don't decide it for you. I can help you. I can motivate you. But at the end of the day, you are the one that has to do the work. I'll pay you commissions. I'll ship you product. We'll give you great support. I'll continue to do these to help you. But you have to be the one. You. How bad do you want it? There has never been anything in the world ever tested to measure the desire that somebody has in their heart to make their dreams come true. We can put people on the moon. We can do a lot of things in the world. But nobody can measure your heart. You have to do it. So if you want it, if you're tired of being tired, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you're tired of people driving your dream car, living in your dream house, then only you can do something about it. So speaking of which, Kickstart Challenge presentations. Go ahead.
Yeah, so they are happening multiple times a day. Also in the process of translating it into additional languages. So please be on the lookout for that. You can find these in your back office and you can download them and share, but multiple times a day. The schedule's up on Facebook. Make sure you follow us and you join. There's lots of excitement, energy, and it tells the whole story for you. So
and that's another hint on duplication, right? The presentation is step 2 of the duplication. You keep going out of the picture.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Step 2 on duplication, right? Important. So, with that being said, Duplication Nation, that's where we need to be. Whoop, whoop. Duplication Nation. This is where we want to go to be super, super strong. Number 1, and I'm going to say this to you. Guys, if you have a team, it is your responsibility to make sure that your team is duplicating. If you want your dreams to come true, then you need to make sure your business is duplicating. Because I will leave you with this one final thought. The richest people in the world build networks. Everyone else simply looks for work. We have the right vehicle. We have the right product. We have the right comp plan. We have the right system. I am going to be doing another one of these very soon. We'll be putting out the time and the date because I'm going to teach you the 4 steps. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. Next Thursday, 1 week from today, I am going to walk you through The 4 steps that you need to do. I'm going to baby step it for you. I'm going to tell you what to do with the invite. I'm going to talk about the presentation. I'm going to talk about the 3-way call, and I'm going to talk about how to get plugged in. Step by step by step. You cannot afford to miss this. I promise you, you can't. These are the keys to unlocking your dreams. So with that being said, I'm extremely proud of everybody. We are doing great. We're blowing the roof off the industry. Everybody around, I'm getting text. Woo, woo. I had to turn my phone down because it sounded like a machine gun going off. Because people are, what was that? Woo, woo. Because people are so very excited. I got so many things up my sleeve for you two. Honestly, I have about 20 great news announcements that I can tell you right now, but I'm not going to tell you because y'all aren't ready for them yet. When I see you duplicating, then I know you're ready, right? I can talk about the marketing system. Woo, woo. I can talk about all kinds of other fun stuff that we're doing. Woo, woo. I can tell you all about the product shipments going all over the world, all of our European expansion, all of our African expansion, all of our Indian expansion. Woo, 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 woo. But y'all have to learn how to become experts in duplication. So that being said, I will continue to communicate, to drip good news to you, but we need to get going, Duplication Nation. So on behalf of myself, Allie, everybody at corporate, one big whoop whoop. We will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.